education, in particular technical education, which is facilitated by maths and science.
I want to challenge you. Zimbabweans are one of the most educated people in the world, but look at their country.
I've heard that myth. It's an absolute myth. I've heard that story before. It's a complete myth. It does not exist.
What doesn't exist?
What you have just told me.
Zimbabweans are educated.
Okay, give me the statistics.
Well, I don't have the numbers.
You won't give me because
I think it's based on a lot of Zimbabweans that I've met and throughout my entire life.
Absolute nonsense.
No, in Zimbabweans are educated.
No, man.
Let me open this.
No, wait. Let me give you my thesis.
Okay.
Let me give you my thesis.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah. Let me save you time from your food.
Sure.
Now, here is the thing. So, I know what you are going to find there. You're going to find something about
on Google.
Yeah. But
what is Google? Sure.
Let me tell you the story of education in Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
Which most people don't know. The first generation of educated Zimbabweans. I hope you will focus on what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Because I don't want you to miss this.
I'm listening. I can never miss it. Sure.
The first generation of educated Zimbabweans. Do you know who those were? No. Mugabe and Joshua Nkomo. So before Mugabe and Joshua Nkomo, before them, you actually don't find educated Zimbabweans. So you have that small group.
I've got a lot of educated Zimbabwean friends that I know all over the world.
No. I'm not disputing that you have friends. My friend, I also have friends. I can tell you stuff about my friends. I'm not talking about your friends. I'm talking about Zimbabwe. You are talking about your friends.
But it's people I know.
Yeah, of course. Don't mix up your friends with Zimbabwe. Man. Zimbabwe is bigger than your friends.
But they're Zimbabweans.
Yeah, but let me tell you this, it's very important.
Yeah.
The first generation of Zimbabweans to be educated is the generation of Robert Mugabe.
Joshua Nkomo.
They were actually a very small group. That's one. Two, where were they educated?
Some of them overseas.
That's not true. In South Africa.
Is it?
Well, they were educated here. Forte. Mugabe went to Forte. So if you take that group and take their peers in South Africa, and I'm being systematic, I'm starting from the first group, and we will get to where we are today.
Yeah.
Their counterparts, Mugabe and them, Buthelezi, Mangosuthu Buthelezi, O.R. Tambo, Govan Mbeki, they are their counterparts of that group.
They all went to Fort here.
All studied here in South Africa. Why? There were no schools in Zimbabwe. There were no universities in Zimbabwe. So how could, even at that time, Zimbabwe has been more educated than South Africans? It doesn't make sense. It was not possible. I'm talking about that generation. Even if we were to do a head count of that generation, you would find more South Africans, black South Africans, educated than Zimbabweans. Go and do your research, my friend. Two, Zimbabwe's population. If you were to say, you take matric as a benchmark, even today, by the way, take matric as a benchmark of education and say, how many Zimbabweans have an equivalent of matric and how many South Africans have matric, and you work out the proportions, you are going to be terribly surprised. You will not believe what you're going to find. That whole thing about Zimbabweans being more educated, my friend, it's a complete myth. I want anybody to produce the statistics and actually counter my argument the way I've presented it to you.
As you go, before you continue, let me go to Google and give you the results, what it's saying.
Sure.
This is Google. Zimbabwe is widely recognized.
Are Zimbabweans educated more than South Africans? I'm interested to hear your views on the matter. And if you say, yes, Zimbabweans are more educated than South Africans, or you're saying South Africans are more educated than Zimbabweans, what yardstick are you using to determine that or to measure that? Because it's important that we know that which yardstick or measure is being utilized to measure who is more educated between South Africans and Zimbabweans. Because for the longest of time, we've been told about how brilliant is the Zimbabwean education system and how educated Zimbabweans are. Okay? But then the question then raises the question about if the Zimbabweans are as educated as they are, how is it possible that their country is in shambles as we speak, Zimbabwe? Because my understanding of education, it is that education is supposed, right? It's supposed to be a vehicle that can be used, to shape society and ensure that it produces people that are able to take the society and the country forward. So if you see Zimbabwe is in shambles as it is due to its politics and all of that, then can we really still be standing here and claim that Zimbabweans are more educated than South Africans? Why are they not able to build their economy in Zimbabwe? That's a question I'm asking. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Tebus Kosana. The name of the platform is IZWI LABANSUNDU, the voice for Africans. Kamakuma Africa.